I'm proud of her for getting up and saying everything that she did, saying that 2 years ago, no one really believed her. And now, almost 13 years under conservatorship, she just wants it gone.
Yeah.
At first, I thought she was just going to ask to get her dad taken off. But she's going for the whole kit and caboodle. And I'm proud of her.
And if you missed all of the stuff yesterday, CNN did a nice wrap up. Here's what you need to know. Take a listen.
Britney Spears is angry. She wants her life back, and she wants the world to know it. Speaking remotely to a Los Angeles County courtroom, the pop singer saying her wish and dream is for the conservatorship to end, a legal arrangement she's been living with for nearly 13 years. In the status hearing, Spears expressing frustration over the lack of control of her own life, saying, quote, "I'm traumatized. I'm not happy. I can't sleep. I'm so angry, it's insane." Even adding she wants to marry and have another child, both major life moments she says the current conservatorship doesn't allow. Her father's only response to the artist's stinging criticisms was that he loves and misses her. Okay. The trouble for Britney Spears began in 2007. Her girl next door image unraveling in front of the paparazzi who were always chasing her, capturing her every move, especially the uncomfortable moments in the singer's personal life. The following year, multiple health and psychiatric issues landed Spears in the hospital in January. Her father, Jamie Spears, filed a petition with the Los Angeles County Superior Court that February to place her under a temporary probate conservatorship. Jamie Spears and attorney Andrew Wallet becoming permanent co-conservators of Britney's estimated $60 million estate in October 2008.
So that's a little bit of where we are. What do we think, Lex?
I'm proud of her for getting up and saying everything that she did, saying that 2 years ago, no one really believed her. And now, almost 13 years under conservatorship, she just wants it gone.
Yeah.
At first, I thought she was just going to ask to get her dad taken off. But she's going for the whole kit and caboodle. And I'm proud of her.
That's what shocked me.
Yeah.
I was shocked about that. And I was happily surprised of how blunt she was.
Yeah, she really laid it out, didn't she?
I wondered what tactics she would take. Would she go for the, quiet, demure, emotional, or would she go for anger and blunt honesty? And she went with anger and blunt honesty as
really
her
effective
tactic. To me, if I was the judge, that would have swayed me.
Absolutely. And then also, a lot of the different things that were controlled by, mainly her father, who had to approve everything. All of that aside for a second, she really puts her family on blast.
Yes!
She said that they didn't do a beep thing. Anything that happened to her was approved by her dad. And to get up in front of court and say that is a really hard thing to do. And she did it. I mean, they have to wait now, till July 14th for the next court hearing. So I wonder, what family dinners will be like for a while, or not at all. But that was brave.
I got to tell you, I believe her not 80%, not 90%. I believe her 100%. I don't have a doubt in my mind.
And the med changes kind of explain some of the weird Instagram posts and things too.
Yeah.
Once you mention that and feeling crazy, I mean, lithium is such a strong drug. You don't feel like yourself. Lithium.
Right.
The lithium claim.
What's up with that? I've only ever heard lithium with lithiam batteries.
No. Well,
what is lithium?
I mean, it's usually given to people who are bipolar and
often not something that you would use regularly. Like a lot of times lithium's used to sedate, or, help out in an extreme situation. I know you can have like a small dose for some people in different situations.
But daily dose.
It's rare, especially in cases like her where you're not really even sure what they're saying she has. But she's saying that she felt drunk. She was on lithium in these, doing these extreme concerts. And she's like, I felt like I was, melting. Like, what?
Oh, and then the most heart-rending for me was the birth control, the forced birth control.
Yes.
The IUD and her wanting to have more children.
Is that even legal?
Under conservatorship, it is, guys. It is.
It is?
Yes. Because it's for all of her health choices, all of her financials. I mean, this is a conservatorship it's usually there's two different kinds. There's the personal and then there's the financial. They control both.
and you guys know what's going
My
on.
dad
And, you know,
is
and
making me be on birth control forever, so I don't have
what's
children.
up with
you
that?
Can't even
What's
own
up
your own
with
body?
that?
Wow. Or get married. I mean, I knew that she couldn't get married, but the fact that they're forcing her to be on birth control, she has an IUD. You can't remove that, even if you wanted to do it yourself.
right, yeah.
That was one of the most shocking things.
The New
I
York
think.
Post said this is Handmaid's Tale stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, what is going on?
It's way worse than I thought it would be.
If nothing changes after this, then we might as well stop talking about it.
You lose faith.
Because there will be no hope for anyone. And also people are talking about Britney. Yes, like, why are you so obsessed with Britney? Well, we talk about pop culture. Sure, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that story, if you wonder why other outlets are talking about this, like actual investigative journalists, the New York Times, etc., she is one person who is in this situation. The arguably most visible. There are a lot of people in these situations that have zero people listening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can insert birth control into one of the most powerful women in pop music
and wealthiest
and prevent her from making choices about her own body when she is perfectly capable, what the heck are they doing to people that nobody's listening to?
Yeah.
And they can force her to go to therapy, which they did, force her to go to a facility and get really unkind photos taken of her when the professionals could have just come to her home. She said, why couldn't that happen? Great points.
You know, it was interesting, too, because among the many things that Britney Spears said yesterday, she said, quote, "Till now, I've lied and told the whole world I'm okay and I'm happy. I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I am traumatized. But now I'm telling you the truth. I am not happy. I can't sleep. I'm so angry. It's insane. I cry every day." I mean, it really sounds like she is living within a personal prison that is just so tough to watch. Yesterday, we talked about this too. Her social media has been very bizarre to watch over the last few years. And pick a post, any post, and it'll feel like it doesn't quite make sense. And of course, during the Free Britney movement, you had people who were saying, is she trying to send us a hidden message? Is there something we should be picking up on here? And look, she's battled with her own mental health issues, to be sure. So maybe some of that is fleshing itself out when she turns a camera on and posts on Instagram. But I felt good for her that she was able to say that phrase there, which is everything you've seen, whether you thought it looked great or just a little, bizarre, it was all a lie. I was trying to show you something that wasn't representative of what was actually going on in my life. And I hope that for her, that is a really lasting, freeing statement where now moving forward, let's make it small and go to the world of social media, a place she communicates with her fans. She doesn't feel an onus to, jump on and say, so a lot of you guys have been asking what my favorite condiment is on hot dogs. She's doing weird stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
And maybe now she knows that she can, if she wants to, communicate with her fans, she can hit record and then she can say, guys, I'm having a terrible day.
Dawn, what did you think?
I was really surprised. This is the first time we've heard her say that she doesn't want a conservatorship at all, because it has been said in the past over and over again. She surprisingly, the Free Britney thing, it's okay. She needs the conservatorship and she wants to keep it. She just doesn't want her dad involved. So this is the first time. That was the most shocking thing. It's like she just wanted him off the plate and she would agree to be with someone else. But we've all said, there must be something we don't know about her mental health, that she needs a conservatorship. And so that was the biggest thing to me, where I was like, whoa, wait a minute. She doesn't want it at all. And we're like, please let her out of it. This is ridiculous. People have moments in their life, just normal folks like us, where we are not in our best right mind. I mean, I've had times of deep depression before.
Yes.
And I've had to have my sister come over and give me a Valium, to calm me down, and it happened in my 20s. And I think that on a larger scale, when you are a pop figure and people are hounding you and following you everywhere. Nobody knows what that kind of pressure is like.
Nobody does.
Especially since
No.
you've been a pop star since you were a kid and on the Disney Channel. So like, we don't know what that kind of pressure cooker does to someone. So to judge her off of a brief period of time in her life and say that for the rest of her life, she needs to be controlled.
Your heart breaks for her as a person, right? Kind of dismiss the celebrity aspect of this, just as a person that she now apparently, and I'm sure there are sides of Britney that we don't know about. So like, I don't want to make her out to be an angel here, but the fact that she turns to her family with such heartbreak and a lack of trust, and they're out to get me and they're not looking out for me at all. What a sad personal thing to have to go through. But as I was reading that yesterday about all the people that she's been supporting, she is capable enough to go on tour, to have the residency in Vegas, to make all this money. And apparently the Vegas residency, I guess, went off without a hitch is what I read. There were never any major hiccups of Britney not showing up or being unable to perform. So they trust her with this intense pressure of being able to perform on a show in Vegas on stage, making millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. And they do not trust her to change the cabinet color. And I know we all keep going back to the cabinet color, but it's because it's that insane that she didn't even have that freedom in her own life.
This is for
But
money.
she can work.
And sexualized.
But she can work. That's the crazy part
and
too.
she can take care of herself. And I'm glad that she, she's like, I've been working, and
her Vegas, she for 4 years got $160 million.
Right.
So she
where's
can work,
that?
but she can't make any choices for herself.
I mean,
yeah, no wonder I wouldn't work. If I were her, I would have, she
you don't want her
famously
dad to
walked
get
out
the
of that.
money.
Yeah.
Forget
She famously walked off that, walked out of that launch event
Yes.
at in Vegas for her second iteration of the show. She was like,
tired.
hey, okay, bye. I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, a big middle finger to everybody. I'm not working. That money's not going to me.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
We're talking Britney Spears if you just tuned in.
You've got mail.
Let's hear from you. Jace writes in, I can't say I'm a huge fan. Janet has that spot, of course, Jace. But no one can deny her talent. To hear that she cannot have kids broke my heart and enraged me. Talk about control. I am team free Britney. Panda, hey girl. Reading what Brit had to say yesterday honestly got me emotional, both sad and angry for her. She has no autonomy, and I imagine her life is incredibly lonely.
Yeah, totally. This is just it's just wrong. It's just completely wrong. And the fact that she doesn't get to see her kids all the time, that's also just, I mean, this is a grown woman who suffered a few mental episodes and that's being judged for the rest of her life.
What do you think her dad's going to say to keep
How
it?
am I going to make any money
now? I love her,
no.
of course, but
you love her money.
And it makes me sick.
Boils down to cha-ching. Yep.
It makes me sick how many lawyers are making money off her.
Yes.
I mean, you said $160 million for that contract.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her estate is only worth $60 million right now.
Kenny, we're going
so
it would have been more.
This is something that that doesn't clog my brain up, but all day long I kept going back to the fact that this girl is paying for lawyers for both sides.
Yes.
Both sides.
Yep.
How can that even happen?
Gosh,
it's
let's
gross.
Conservatorship.
Let's go to California and get some free Britney signs.
Yeah.
Is your brother going to be out
My
there?
brother's out there already. He was out there initially. He's out there again.
Oh, good. I hope crowds show up.
Yesterday, I'm not kidding. I had a meeting at Smack Shack, and I have this. It's my favorite T-shirt that I wear. I got it in like 2017. It's a Britney Spears T-shirt, and I wore it yesterday. And I'm like walking down the sidewalk, and these two 20-something hip-looking ladies walk by me, crossed me, and they're like, "Free Britney!" I'm like, "That's right, girl, free Britney." I was like, "Yeah."
Yes.
Oh God, please let this happen.
Yeah.
I love how she ended it too. She said she felt ganged up on. She felt bullied, left out, and alone. Because she also mentioned there was a dance because she taught all of her choreography to the 16 dancers. There was one move she didn't want to do. And then her dad and the team had a meeting without her for 45 minutes. And in that time, too, talked to her therapist and said that she was being defiant and needed to change her meds, needed to meet more. I mean, that is just
gross.
terrible.
This is just Who wants
She's
to control
allowed
someone like that?
to change her mind on a dance move. I mean, that is just
Gross.
And her whole life. I mean, it's just
Free
it's so
Britney.
sad.
Free
Oh,
Britney.
Yes.